What are these red flags हम लोग अपने आप को नुकसान पहुंचा सकते हैं?
Implantation bleeding. So you may have a kind of irregular spotting, getting implanted inside the uterus. Sometimes the pregnancy can get trapped in the tube, fallopian tube, or into the ovary. It can become dangerous to the woman's health. The woman who has an ectopic pregnancy would get is like a sharp pain on a particular side of the abdomen.
So, doctor, also while we're talking about all this thought came to my mind that, in the early stages of pregnancy, what are these red flags or so-called symptoms one should be just have knowledge and awareness of that they need medical attention? Sometimes we don't know, and in our ignorance, हम लोग अपने आप को नुकसान पहुंचा सकते हैं. Just from that point of view.
So as I said, commonly the first sight of a pregnancy is missing a period, but it may not be always so. Okay, you may be pregnant and you may still get a period. Okay, so that basically is because the uterine cavity is not completely full of the fetus for everyone in the early pregnancy. So sometimes women can bleed like a regular period, maybe slightly smaller, and not realize they are pregnant.
True.
That is one thing. So if you have any signs and you're still getting a period, it's good to check whether you're pregnant or not. The other thing, as I explained, is implantation bleeding. So you may have a kind of irregular spotting. And of course you don't get the period, but this spotting may happen. It could be implantation bleeding, but there is another condition which is called as an ectopic pregnancy. So instead of the pregnancy getting implanted inside the uterus, sometimes the pregnancy can get trapped in the tube, fallopian tube, or into the ovary. Now this is an abnormal pregnancy and it is basically can become dangerous to the woman's health.
Okay.
So if there is any kind of irregular bleeding happening, and then I think you need to consult the doctor
Immediately.
and rule out an ectopic pregnancy. The third thing, which is that you might get some cramp-like pain. So typically when you get a period, there are certain cramps that are associated. It's the uterus trying to throw out the menstrual blood. Similar cramps can happen when the woman is pregnant.
Okay.
So sometimes it's normal, and it may not always lead to a miscarriage, but sometimes it can. So we call it as a threatened miscarriage.
Okay.
So that time certain hormonal supplements we need to start. So if you get any kind of discomfort in the lower abdomen, like you are experiencing when you get a period and you are pregnant, then you need to definitely see the doctor. Other the symptom that a woman who has an ectopic pregnancy would get is like a sharp pain on a particular side of the abdomen. So suppose there is a pregnancy caught up in the left tube, then the woman might just get a sharp pain. Then that can kind of sensitize you that, okay, it may be something abnormal.
Right.
Another symptom rarely can be like blackouts. Like, suddenly you feel everything is going dark. That is another complaint which is associated with ectopic pregnancy. So whenever we see any woman in early pregnancy, the doctors also have to think ectopic. So if we have ectopic in mind, then we accordingly investigate and rule it out.
Okay.
But these are the common early pregnancy symptoms or red flags that you need to, keep in mind and communicate. Not, say that, okay, this kind of pain is normal and it can happen. It's better to confirm everything.